Good morning. Today is October 23rd, but I I read the wrong positive thinking yesterday. I read let go of negativity, but actually it should have been something else. So we're just going to switch those around. So today I will be reading disappointment is the inevitable result of expectations. Hope, but don't expect, because when your expectations aren't met or fulfilled, the result is disappointment. The next time your expectations inevitably lead to disappointment, shift your perception. What if, instead of seeing disappointment as a negative experience, you saw it as a compass directing you to something even better? So I want to reflect once again on the disappointment is the inevitable result of expectations. And I always like to repeat it twice. Hope, but don't expect, because when your expectations aren't met or fulfilled, the result is a disappointment. The next time your expectations inevitably lead to disappointment, shift your perception. What if, instead of seeing disappointment as a negative experience, you saw it as a compass directing you to something even better? So what do you think about that? Hope, but don't expect. I would say that in my the beginning stages of my life, that I did expect things, but I was disappointed a lot as a child. So because of that, I started hoping and not expecting. Thank you for bearing with me as I learn to move my camera around. I don't mind showing out the window, but then it's reflecting the light. So, but if I don't have the light, then you might not see me. I can try it. Well, you still see something, but you can see me. So anyway, what I was saying was, I like that light better. What I was saying was that as a child, I had expectations, but then they slowly would dissolve. And so I stopped expecting, and I changed it to, I hope this will happen. I think that you can have a hope and not an expectation. But what I really believe is that I just give it to God, you know. For example, I hope to get to work this morning. I don't I guess as I'm thinking about that, I guess I do expect to get to work this morning. But all in all, I pray before I leave for work, and I put it all in God's hands. And if it's meant for me to get to work this morning, I will get to work this morning. After I leave work this early evening, I want to go visit my grandbabies and my daughter and her husband. I hope to make it there. I guess, you just gotta work on that hope and expecting. So that you won't be disappointed. So for example, yesterday I really wanted to go to my daughter's house and visit the family, but then I didn't sleep well the night before, so I decided that it would be best for me to come home and go to sleep, get extra sleep. So hope, but don't expect, because when your expectations aren't met or fulfilled, the result is disappointed. So I was disappointed that I couldn't go see the grandbabies yesterday, but I do plan on going there today. The next time your expectations inevitably lead to disappointment, shift your perception. So I shifted my decision to go to my daughter's house from yesterday to today. So what if instead of seeing disappointment as a negative experience, you saw it as a compass directing you to something even better? So it's even better that I go today. It's going to be a little warmer out. Yesterday was colder. I mean, it's going to be warmer in the evening. This morning, it is in the 30s. So very, very cold. But whatever that is for you, disappointment is the inevitable result of expectations. What does that mean for you? It could mean any number of things. But yeah, I remember, I don't know why, but God just puts these things on my heart, and I just talk about them. I remember as a child, if it rained really, really hard and we were going to be going somewhere, I realized that we probably weren't going to go somewhere. But I also remember it being lightning and thundering. And as a child, I was concerned about my father. I was living with my father because my father had got custody of me when I was a child. And I was staying at my grandma's house. We were staying at my grandma's house. But if there was thunder and lightning, I was so concerned that he would be okay. But also, if we had sunny weather, I was looking forward to doing something fun that had been discussed. If it was bad weather out, I was expecting that we weren't going to do anything. So, but then that would just, that thing that we were going to do that day just happened on a different day. But like I said, whatever that means to you, it could mean different things. Well, today I am going to go to work my W-2, which is working at the nursing home. Once again, if you haven't been following me, I set up appointments and transportation for the residents that live at the nursing home. Now, these people that live at the nursing home, we are a long-term skilled rehab facility, so that means they're not necessarily elderly people that live there. There are some people that are my age. There are some people that are younger. You never know. But I really enjoy my work at the nursing home. I really have a longing to help others, and I enjoy it. And I like working with the staff. Yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but I want you all to think about that disappointment is the inevitable result of your expectations. Think about that today as you go forth. Have an amazing day. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.